The character of Indiana Jones is one of the iconic characters who ever grace our screens. When it comes to the genre of adventure, the name of this character comes to our mind first. From Raiders of the Lost Ark to the Crystal Skull, our Indy has been fighting the bad guys for a long time. Now the Dial of Destiny is going to be his last adventure. It means this last movie in the franchise is going to be a more badass and action-packed roller coaster. That's why we are going to give you a glimpse of this upcoming Indiana Jones 5th movie. Buckle up and get ready for this last adventure. This movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, marks the end of an era. A journey started in the back of 1973 when George Lucas first conceived the idea of a fearless archaeologist, an idea about a man who has got it all: brains, sarcasm, looks, strength, and a thirst of adventures too. His idea came into being when the first part of this series was released in 1981. Directed by his friend Steven Spielberg, Raiders of the Lost Ark was a massive critical and commercial success. It made the character of Indiana Jones a cultural icon and spawned a whole film series featuring Harrison Ford in the titular role. 3 more films dominated the box office in subsequent years. However, the final one, released in 2008, wasn't well received by the audience. Many fans have demanded another movie for a long time. Their demand ultimately led us to this 5th movie. Dial of Destiny will conclude our hero's fate on the big screens for good. As you know, Hollywood has a tradition to conclude a character's journey in the most satisfying way. Well, the same thing is going to happen with this character too. Wondering how? Then let us give you all the details, starting with the storyline. Based on the released trailers, we can be sure that this film is going to take us on a mind-bending journey through time. Yeah, you heard it right. Time travel is going to be a key element in this film. That's why they are using the aging technology to have Harrison play a younger version of Indy in 1944. Apart from that, the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union is going to play a major role in the plot. We will see an old Indy who is not happy with his life. His wife has left him and he is about to retire soon. Moreover, he is pissed off and alarmed by the fact that the US government is getting assistance from former Nazis. To stop that from happening, he embarks on his last adventure, but he won't be alone on this mission. His goddaughter Helena Shaw will be right by his side, lending a helping hand on this new expedition. Together they are on a quest to find the legendary Dial of Destiny, a powerful artifact that has the ability to alter the course of history itself. The main antagonist of this film is a former Nazi named Jurgen Voller. Currently serving in NASA, Voller and Indy has crossed paths in the past. The story kicked off when Voller acquired the dial to change the course of history. With such an intriguing plot, it will surely be a thrilling ride for all of us. Apart from Harrison Ford returning as Indiana Jones, we have another familiar face from past films. This is none other than John Rhys Davies, who is reprising his role as Salah, Indy's trusty friend and the best digger in Egypt. It's great to see these beloved characters returning to the franchise. Now let's talk about the newcomers. We have got some exciting additions to the franchise. Phoebe Waller-Bridge takes on a lead role as Helena, Indy's goddaughter. On the other hand, Mads Mikkelsen joins the cast as Jurgen Voller, the former Nazi, who has now become a key asset for NASA. Shanae Rennie Wilson portrays Mason as a government agent with her own agenda. Boyd Holbrook steps in as Clapper, Waller's henchman. Toby Jones is playing the character of Basil, Helena's father and a friend of Indy. Other supporting cast members are Antonio Banderas, Thomas Kretschmann, and Oliver Richards. Unlike the previous 4 films in the series, the 5th part makes a significant change in direction and writing. It will be the first film in the series not directed by legendary Steven Spielberg. However, he is still involved in the project as a producer alongside Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall. Instead of him, the talented James Mangold was handpicked by Steven himself to take on the directorial duties. Mangold, a fan of the original Indiana Jones movies, is committed to staying true to their spirit. In a press release, he expressed his excitement about embarking on his new adventure with a team of incredible filmmakers. As for the writing section, David was initially working on this script. However, in 2018, he was replaced by Jonathan Kasdan and later by Dan Fogelman. The current script for The Dial of Destiny was penned by James Mangold along with Jazz and John Henry Butterworth. This trio previously collaborated on the Academy Award-winning film film Ford vs Ferrari. The cameras started rolling for this movie in June 2021 in the UK. The production wrapped up on 26th February 2022, with filming taking place in various stunning locations, including the UK, Italy, and Morocco. During the filming, our beloved Harrison encountered an injury. It happened while he was rehearsing a thrilling fight scene. Unfortunately, he injured his shoulder in the process. His injury made headlines across the global media, and eventually the release date was changed. Now the Dial of Destiny is scheduled to be released exclusively in theaters on 30th June 2023. After its theatrical run, it will be available to stream on Disney+. So are you excited to meet Indy again? Tell us in the comments and subscribe to this Cineflicks News.